What is going on, everybody? It is your girl Red Bull here with Coffee. Hey, Coffee.
Good morning.
How are you?
Oh, I'm here.
um, Norman next is going to be joining us, but he'll be here in just a minute. We just wanted to get started. Coffee has to go to work soon. Um, so we wanted to speak about what we've been talking about the past, couple days. Um, So Saturday, I removed live chat. Good morning. Hey Juju, how are you? Um, so Saturday I reached out to a PI because we've been talking since last summer about getting a private investigator for Kyron's case. And um Saturday I reached out to one that, he has really good reviews and he's worked with Portland. He was a detective for like 20 years and, really trustworthy, reliable, all of that. I reached out
And
to
he
him.
sort of knows the case.
He does know the case. I reached out to him. He called me back and we talked about, you know, Kyron's case. And he was there, like he was working in Portland at the time. And he remembers everything that went on. He, I mean, I don't know if we should go into what he
I'm
said.
not going to go into detail. What
Yeah.
I am going to say,
Wait,
because
wait, hold on. So I wanted just not myself because I felt good about this guy. Um, and I wanted, of course, Coffee to talk to him, feel him out. And he also knew Harry, which was surprising, to me because
right.
we both love Harry. We respect Harry. And, so that says a lot as well. And so I asked Coffee, hey, can you give him a call? Which she did yesterday.
And
And
go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Um, so in our conversations, I think we both had separate conversations, but they sort of ran together. Um, but in these conversations, he's willing to take the case. He is, his fees are, he needs a $3,000 retainer. So that is where we need everybody's help.
Yes. It doesn't matter, you guys, this is about Kyron. So, in any extra eyes, any extra help that we can get, this is actually making a move. A This could be big for Kyron's case. If we all pitched in, of course we've spoken to James, he is as well. We're going to be putting together like a fundraiser, the Miles for Kyron that we've been talking about for a long time as well. We're going to end up making a whole, a post about it and what needs to be done. Um, did you see the post of Lori, Letitia guilty, Terry, you're next? That's great news of Brian Ensign covering it as well. Um, yeah, I mean, it's great if anyone covers the case well, just without misinformation,
And
So,
that's the problem. And that's sort of, if nothing else, um, you know, we can have verified that some of the misinformation is cleared up.
exactly, because this guy, we're not going to go into details, but he's going to be a really big help in Kyron's case. Um, in either way, because we've looked at ways. We've even asked him if he had a thing where people could just send the money directly to him, which he doesn't. He said we should set something up, and
Right. He would like for us to just give him the $3,000 retainer, and then he'll
yeah,
work off of that. And any money that we would collect over that would just be more hours that he could put into the case, because it's a $3,000 retainer and he charges $90 an hour.
which is way less than um,
He
other
sort of
PIs.
gave us a break
Yeah,
because of this case.
yeah. So we would do what we would do. The best thing, if anyone else has any other ideas, what we would do is we would get a cash app, and we would put um we would name it the funds for a private investigator. Every time somebody makes a donation, we would definitely like either go live right here, share our screen. We would keep screenshots and keep you guys up to date how much is collected. This has to do with all of us, right? We all want Kyron found. It doesn't matter what the outcome is, doesn't matter, we just
Red
want
Bull.
him.
Are
Oh,
you seeing that that Norman's having problems coming in?
I'm in
hey,
now. I'm here
Okay.
now.
how are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm at my cousin's house. He's on break right now, so I'm gonna try to tap in with you guys while I'm here.
Okay.
So are you guys live now?
Yeah,
We are.
Yeah. 7 minutes
we
in.
just
Okay.
we just told everybody, what was going on. We were getting into the Cash App part where we would collect the funds.
Mhm.
And trying to let people know that this is a big step into Kyron's case. I mean, you don't know what could come out of this, and
And it's
whatever your
fresh eyes.
beliefs.
It's things that nobody that new eyes. How can it be hard? Oh,
Mhm.
Exactly. And whatever your beliefs are, what happened, is he alive? Is he not alive? Who did it? None of that matters. The focus is Kyron. This guy,
No, because this PI is completely unbiased. He doesn't care where it leads as long as the evidence leads there. That's all he
exactly.
wants.
Exactly. And Norman, do you want to say anything? Oh, hey, Rainey.
Well, hey Rainey, I think it's best that we have Kyle's brother. I believe you said his name was James, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe having James in control of the fund and keeping it in family, like, as far as his sibling,
Yeah.
is the best security step as far as trust and everything else as far as us paying out the private investigator. I'm kind of excited. I definitely want to see where this goes, good or bad. I definitely want to see progress in this case so we can start getting answers.
Right. That I think we're all at that same spot. I don't care how it turns out as long as we get some answers. And fresh eyes is very exciting.
And somebody that knows the case, somebody that was there, um, it's you don't know who he knows, you don't know what he can do. Like we said, we're not going to go into everything we've talked about, but it's
No, but I
definitely.
will say that I think that he has some of his own
Hey,
ideas.
Bobby, how are you? Hey, Vic. Oh yeah, he definitely does. He had a lot to say, you guys. You know, I I don't know. He had a lot to say, and if we didn't think that this guy would, do the job right or anything like that, we would have just moved on to the next. But we definitely feel like this is the right person for this. If anybody does want to help out with the 3K, and even after, we're gonna have to put together stuff. Like I said, we're gonna put our own money in. We're all gonna do what we can. And if any, like Garnet Coffee said earlier, we have what 3K people in the group. If everybody,
Almost 3,000 people. That's $2 a piece, guys. $2.
I can definitely do that.
yeah, If we all put in $2, that would be six.
Almost $6,000.
Yeah.
Well,
What a start!
I'll commit to $100. I just give me to the end of the day, but I'll commit to $100 to the PI if we can get it set up in James.
Well,
Yeah.
it's going to be a week or so before I can commit, but I am definitely going to throw my share in. And like I said, this has got to be something that's ongoing, at least until he's run out what he can find.
Exactly. And this is something that everybody can be involved in. If you guys have something that you feel like, you want us to give to this PI, then you guys can show us. You guys can, whatever. This is all of us, and this is for Kyron. So we're all in this together. I hope that, we will make this happen regardless. Regardless, we will find a way. But it would be nice for a community that is actually, wanting to find Kyron to also help as much as they can.
I'm going to say this.
Hey,
I'm sorry to cut you off, but there's been a lot of money raised for Kyron. But hardly do we see what's really happening with that money.
Well, we know what's happening with the money because of the book and everybody else that's around her. The money's not going towards Kyron. It's going to Biomom's bills and spending habits and her luxury of, we already know, because all these years she's refused to produce any receipts. We haven't seen any real work. We see her begging, for the police to work for free or off of their funds or off of taxpayer money, but we don't never see her actually invest other than making what the rumor is now. What's she doing for Kyron now? Making T-shirts with Terry on it.
Right.
Oh yeah,
right.
You guys, that's what the newest. All that money that they're gonna make on these T-shirts. Oh, Terry Horman with a green goblin on them. That money could be used towards a private investigator. If it was that easy for us to get a private investigator, they made $3,000 by now.
I was going to say, when we heard the price, that really infuriated me.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason that a private investigator hasn't been put into place.
There should have been multiple, as much funding as they got from Congress and, the state and everything else, donations. There should have been an army of PIs that have been searching.
Right. That's
there
what I'm
been
saying.
Just relying on attorneys to, to get paid off of their, their pray fee or whatever. Biomom should have been proactive. She wasn't. She used this and I'm gonna call it like I see it. She used this as a scam, claiming that she was doing this for Kyron, but nothing has been done for Kyron other than her blaming everybody with no facts.
Norman, the crazy thing is nobody started talking about a PI until we started talking about it last summer. Like, that's how we've been wanting to do this since last summer.
This is more than pitiful too, because she has nothing. Her whole little crew, that have been coming after us and everybody else that's been trying to look in other directions other than Biomom or other than Terry. This is like a slap in the face to her because she has not put any real effort towards Kyron other than crying for donations and misappropriating the funds.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a real slap in the face when three strangers come together under a niche and are able to put in more work within less than a year than the mother of the victim can do.
Well, Norman, because you're a little late coming in, the age progression photo, it's really funny how that all worked out, because in our private chat that we know was leaked, we had started to find a company that would do an age progression photo for us. And then within 2 months, did a new age progression get done.
Yep.
Like absolutely, I can show timeline for that.
Everything we do, it's like, it's good, but then they still haven't came up with the PI. So it's up to us, you guys. If they get another PI, that's good. I don't know when that will happen, but we want to get this now. And if we all, like we said, $2 each, That's double of what we need, and that would be enough to, you know,
And
Well, how
multiple
much is the
PIs,
PI
I'm
after?
welcoming them to get one.
Well, what's the goal for the donations for the PI? What's
to
the
start is 3K, but then we're gonna need after that, you know,
because he's going to
Because
have to go down rabbit holes. He's going to need more funding to, yeah.
because
yeah,
it's
yeah,
$90 an
And not only
hour.
that, with a PI, they're beyond an attorney because they can actually take photos. They can actually go into records. You know what I mean, and stuff that
Yeah.
right.
the
And
detectives would go after according to Biomom. He's not going to follow Biomom's a call. He's going to do his own investigation
Oh
based on
yeah.
not only what she has but what we have too. And the direction I want to point him in is the groundskeeper and the head janitor, and
Yep.
have him
yeah,
look and all that.
Oh, he's
yes,
willing. He wants us to send in every single thing that we have. I can't go into like
Give him my
openly,
number.
you know,
Give him my
what
direct number.
I know, and you know, we will keep everybody updated. It's not gonna be, but it's just, you know, I don't know. Rainey says, how transparent can a PI be during the investigation process? Will a name eventually be released, or will that stay private? Rainey, he told me that he's like, I'm going to be honest with you, since it's still an open case, he can't get some of, you know, the records, but what he can do is he can figure out, hey, has this person been investigated? He can look at everything that we have. He can, you know,
he can go talk to people.
yeah,
He can go do his own investigation.
exactly.
Because he is local Portland, and he's a retired detective.
Yep.
You know, he's got experience. He's done this for a living. This is what he does. So, you know,
Arctic, he even knows Harry. I know you love Harry. And Harry said he's good people. He's very professional. He's good at what he does. So I trust, you know, and I looked up the reviews, and we wouldn't just pick, we would move on, you know, if we thought
and
different.
I do assume that at some point we will release the name. I'm just trying to get everything in one basket, and make sure that it's in a tight little basket before we start.
We want to get the contract, really the contract started, and the
Mm-hmm.
money. And
Well,
then
I think we should. And again, I know we're brainstorming. We got a good week or so before anything happens, but I think we should get the PI and expose everything as he's ready when he's ready. You know what I mean?
Yes.
As far as and not do updates like how we do. I
yeah.
think we should just let him do his thing. We do our thing, and then when he comes with his report that we're paying for, then we expose everything that he found out or didn't find out.
Yeah. I I agree. That sounds good. You know, and you guys, with the whole school supplies, I know that the other people try to make it, you know, wait, how do I, oh, I know people try to say, oh, you know, they're scammers, they're doing this, they're doing that. This is for Kyron. If we want
We have receipts for anything we've ever
I,
done.
I wouldn't
ever
even give
done,
it. I wouldn't even give it oxygen. I wouldn't even give that thought oxygen. Who gives a shit what they're gonna say or what they think? We're just gonna do what we do. And if when it produces results, they can eat crow. You know what I mean? They can
Right,
take their foot
right.
out of their mouth. So
Just like with the school supplies. Yep, you're right.
yeah, there's no. We don't owe Biomom. We don't owe her little fucking minions. We don't owe the Baroness. We don't owe anybody any answers. The only one we owe answers to are the people that donate and are following us, our true viewers that want the truth, not just Biomom's narrative.
exactly. Uh, Bobby, go ahead. Yeah. Um. So you know, this can happen really easily. Like if we really, and that's what I'm saying. We could do the miles for Kyron too, just so we're doing something for these donations. We're gonna write a big post so everybody can share it. That will be like the official, with the Cash App, the name, all of that stuff, where everybody could share it around. We're gonna put that together. I'm
Yeah,
really
what we're asking is that everybody, if you don't have the money, like I said, $2. If we all gave $2, we could get this rolling.
We can get it way past rolling because we need 3K to start. But if everybody did that 2K, that $2, that's 6K. So we wouldn't have to worry for.
Well, I say we just keep doing what we're doing and just leave the trust to the viewers that we're still working on it and we're not just putting it on the shelf and hoping it produces. I think we should just, like I said, just keep advertising and where the funds are going, because I have you guys released who's going to hold the funds or who's going to be in charge of everything.
Well, we're gonna talk to James. And that's, again, a lot of people feel some type of way, but James, he's very,
Well, James is family to Kyron. He's the closest thing that we have as far as trust, because we can't go through Kane, we can't go through Terry, obviously. So James would be the next best thing. And as far as full disclosure, what I was saying before is that everybody who makes any donation that wants to be publicly known, on the note on their donation, either put anonymous or put please, or from Diane or whoever from Springfield or whatever. And then we can announce every time that we do an update on where we're at with the fees or where we're at with the case itself. We can say, this is what's been going on, this is how much we got, here's how many people have donated, here are the primary donators who have donated more than $20 or $100 or whatever. So, and we'll give them a special shout out or whatever, and and we'll make it for the viewers. But the main thing I want to do is I want to show and prove. I want to show BioMom and her team, this is how you do, this is how you get justice, this is how you look for people. You don't sit there and collect money and then try to redecorate your house and buy a new car and you know what I mean, and then make cardboard cutouts and t-shirts and shit like that. That's not going to find Kyron.
Exactly. You can reach out to all the these journalists and do all this all you want, but if you're giving them if you're not giving them all the information and you're giving them misinformation,
gotta be full disclosure.
That's not going to help.
It's got to be transparent. As far as the donations, they got to be transparent. The information, though, from the PI, unfortunately, we can't tell it as it comes like we usually do, because with opposition, as far as BioMom and them, they'll try to sabotage what we're trying to do just out of spite. Yeah. Just to keep it about Terry and not about the investigation.
And also, we were talking earlier, you asked me about Kane. So before, I'm going to ask James, but I'm also going to ask James if he wants to message Kane and see if Kane will put this, take control of the finance for us. Because then more people also will be like, oh, okay, well, this is his father. We'll get all of that figured out, you guys, and we will write, the post. We'll put the Cash App. We'll explain everything that's going on, but we do need to get this started right away. This guy is ready. So,
okay.
Well,
let me know as soon as you guys have the Cash App or however you're going to pay, whatever you're going to do as far as funneling donations to the PI. Let me know so I can advertise it on my platforms, because I'm on Facebook, TikTok, and everywhere.
You're everywhere.
So so just give me the information and I'll edit down and make sure that everybody gets involved and as much as possible.
Yeah, we're in this together. I appreciate you, Norman, because ever since you been involved with Kyron's case, it's all about the truth and it's all about Kyron being the focus. We just want people to understand he is the focus. So we need to do this. I think everybody should come together and do this for Kyron.
Well, Kyron and Terry, because Terry needs answers too. You know what I mean? She's been under more hell than anybody, especially if she is not the one that did anything to Kyron, and all this time she's just been blatantly just targeted by random strangers and Fred Meyers and you know what I mean at the store and all that. I feel that if we can get answers, we could put the ball in Biomom's court and she could do a public apology, you know what I mean, or something, you know what I mean, to at
Uh-huh.
least bury it, you know what I mean, so we can move forward. Because
Yeah.
this whole bashing back and forth, doxing people,
This
sending
has not done
CPS to,
anything.
yeah, threatening to send CPS to people's houses for trying to look elsewhere than Terry. It's really getting old, and this is not a battle that I want my platform to be known for, is, you know, battling trolls and, you know, and all that shit. The only reason why I put this mission out to go against Biomom the way I did is to make sure that I got attention. You know what I mean? So one either love me or hate me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna figure out what's going on with the case one way or another. But whether you
Exactly.
agree with my tactics or not, somebody needed to step up to that bully, and I don't do bullies. So
Exactly. The messed up thing is when we had the exposing group, they didn't let people know we had a whole group for Kyron. So some people were like, wait, how are you guys about Kyron? Well, we don't mix the drama. We don't mix the, we
we'll
point
call
out.
it out. Yeah, we'll call it
Yeah,
out, but we ain't trying to be part of it. Yeah.
exactly. And Bobby, definitely think it's a good idea if Kane, could get involved in this. And because he hasn't spoken out in a while, we don't know where he's at, and at this point, we don't know, his
Well,
thoughts.
any family member, even Terry's other ex-husband, even if he wants to get involved, you know what I mean? The more people that are involved that are a blood relation, the better. I don't
Yeah,
give a fuck about Bio or Desiree's thoughts or feelings about this. She's had all these years to try to mend relationships and trying to, you know what I mean, and put together organizations or whatever she could do. But she dropped the ball. I
yeah,
mean, and it's sad, but she literally, somebody needs to step up
Absolutely.
and say it. Look, you might be a sperm donor or an oven or whatever, but you're not a mother. Nobody can teach you how to be a mother, and you can't do it at the 11th hour when your son is gone. You know what I mean? And all try to look back and say, well, what about these pictures and what about these memories? What were you doing up until then? Why were you hiding out? Why were you not taking care of your son or being a full fixture, a full pillar in your son's life? You can't go back in time and pull on the heartstrings of people saying you didn't have a chance. You had a chance to be a mother. You fucked it up. So
exactly.
now we're reaping. Now we're trying to show you this is what you reap, what you sow. You did not take your son's disappearance serious. You Karened out and reached out for help so you could be selfish and spend that money. You did not invest this in Kyron. You did, and what you did invest. What did we see on the news? A half a mile long of cardboard cutouts and fucking collages of pictures. Get the fuck
Right.
out of here. What are we?
Right.
What are we in science class? We back in 2010. I'm so done with this whole theatrical tactics that she uses to try to get emotional money from people. It just makes me sick because this is not doing anything for the memory of her son, or it's doing it for her ego. You know what I mean? For her pleasure, for her to get solace. You know what I mean? It's just so disgusting to me, especially after all this time. And then Terry being the dumping ground of all of her toxicity to get the money. You know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
where does Terry? When does Terry get her say? Because Terry invested in it, and if you guys think that Terry is not torn up because she was the last person to see Kyron, and there's nothing that was in her control before or afterwards. You know what I mean? She was just going with the flow, trying to make the best of a bad situation of what Kane and fucking Desiree put together.
Yeah,
Right. And she was the last family member to see Kyron.
yeah.
We don't know who the last person was to see Kyron.
There you go. I misspoke. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
And you know what? And if I was a mother of a lost child, I don't care what. Desiree, when
Yeah.
you watch this, Stacy, when you watch this, you're not even family, whatever. But I would not be mad. I would take it and say, okay, there are people out there trying to help find my son. So,
Right.
Yeah.
you
Just
could
because we're
try
not buying
to
you cars and upgrading your house doesn't mean we don't care.
you can try to do what you did last time, threaten to sue because the money, wasn't going to you, but Kyron's name is not, he's grown now. It's not a what's it called? His name's,
Arctic Fox hit it right on the head with his comment, right? That comment hit it right on the head.
Vital
You know what makes me so upset is these mothers that have all, you know, it doesn't matter what demographic. All these mothers that have all these babies, and it's like they're throwing out a fishing line, hoping one of them gets killed so they can get a settlement from the state. You know what I mean? And it's so sickening to see, because these mothers in whatever neighborhood are not invested in their kids whatsoever. You know what I mean? These oh, he got killed in a drive-by. Well, you knew he was running with a gang.
Yeah.
It's same thing, and parallel to what's going on with baby Alex in his case. Everybody crying over, you know, spilled milk and all this. It's like, well, one way or another, whether Alex got killed, Nick got killed, or whatever, what are we talking about here? Why are we putting up GoFundMe's for gang members, you know what I'm saying, that are in the grave that were, you know what I mean? What we're focusing on is justice. If Alex didn't do the crime, he shouldn't be doing the time.
Exactly.
And if Terry didn't do the crime, she shouldn't be doing this time.
And just
in exile or whatever you want to call this.
Yeah. All these years, almost 13 years in June. And I just can't, I can't imagine how she feels like at the end of this, when we do find out, you know, she didn't do this. I mean, the hell she has gone through. She hasn't even been able to heal or even help find Kyron because of everything that she's been through.
Well, I think we should just do a call to arms, and anybody who's in the area who knows what's going on. I think we should have people going up to the school, pulling open those manholes that we all know about that are there.
Yes.
You know, those 5 sewer lines that are there, and people should be going down in those sewer lines and looking to see if that manhole happened to be uncovered that day that he disappeared, and his little body might be still down there. But they covered it up because they don't want the school to be liable. So they just, didn't say anything and just put the lid back on the manhole. Nobody looked in it.
Yeah, there's so much things. There's so many things that we found by having people go up there that we need people to go back and search. You know,
because my understanding is those manholes that are, well, my understanding is those sewer manholes that you see on the streets, like on the Ninja Turtles, there's like 4 or 5 of them, if I'm remembering correctly, that are on the property in the back of the school, and there's no definition or definite clause if those manholes are always covered or not, or what they're actually used for other than sewage. So if he was out there in the rain and slipped and fell looking over the edge trying to catch a frog or whatever it was,
yeah,
nobody even looked. Nobody even said they looked down there. You know what I mean? So we want the private investigator to be involved so he can at least send somebody down there or have the police go down there.
I mean, because we know Harry, he knows Harry. So, you know, he could have somebody go and search, or, you know, he knows a lot of people. I mean, this is a detective of 20 years. So,
you guys are lucky I don't live up there.
I really wish
I'd have been chopping down trees. I'd have been looking at caves. I'd raised me 3 generations of bloodhounds by now, over 10 years looking for that boy. I put in so much work.
And you guys, like I said, if you believe that Terry did this, because a lot of you that are going to watch this, you know, please do this for Kyron.
Yeah, that's even if you think Terry's guilty, donate the money so we can figure it out if she is or not, because the private investigator is definitely going to tell on her if she is.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. This is not, you know, however it falls, it falls. And we're good with that. We're going to celebrate no matter what.
But
if we get a closure to this case, we're going to celebrate no matter what.
Well, I want closure so I can move on to some fucking other project, because this is getting old. You know what I mean? Back and forth with that group. You know what I mean? I've been doing this for 3 years now, and I've never come against opposition that is so negative against you trying to help. You know, in any form.
We have said the same thing for so long. Even in Gabriel Fernandez, they try to bring up Gabriel's case because I advocated with his family. And they they try to bring drama into that, saying like a bunch of lies. And I'm cool with Gabriel's family, you guys. I have never seen a case like this in my life with so many hateful freaking
No, and
And
like
my
I
thing
said,
is all the strangers that are getting involved and are just arbitrarily following Terry around, taking pictures and opposing, I guess, asking her questions in line at the grocery store like they fucking know her or something. I wish that was me. I wish somebody would have came to me and asked me something random about my history like that. I would have probably punched them in the fucking face. I would have caught a charge. You coming at me? You don't know who the fuck I am. You don't know what day I'm having. You lucky Terry didn't have a bad day.
exactly.
she's not
Arctic,
allowed to have a bad day.
Arctic just jumped
that
on.
part,
I know
that
he's
part.
at the beach. Hey, Arctic.
Hey,
Hey, Arctic, what's going on, man?
not much. I just enjoying my couple days of vacation here in Florida for right now, but I wanted to hop on because the way that everyone has consistently attacked Terry right from the start on this case reminds me so much of how they attacked Brandy Neal and Tyler
Yeah.
Vaughn in Monkey's case. Reminds me of how they're going after the Wells nonstop without a shred of evidence that Don and Candace had anything to do with Summer's disappearance.
Yes.
And you have to remember that this biological mother was never involved in Kyron's life. She had fled to Canada. She had nothing to do with Kyron. And then suddenly, when he goes missing, she turns into the biggest tragedy pimp of all. She's the MGL of biological mothers.
Hey, you said that very elegantly. That was well said.
This is
She's
this
an
is
emotional pimp.
This is who I wanted you guys. I mean, you to meet in Arctic to meet you, but I know he's in Florida, so we'll all talk when he gets back. Arctic, did you do the thing I asked you to? That's on my bucket list.
First night here.
Huh?
First night here.
Okay. So you are having a little bit of fun.
Did you dip your toes in the sand?
Oh, yeah. I've been at the
Oh.
beach every afternoon since we got here. So.
I want to dig
Yes.
my toes in some sand so bad.
Not in Florida. You know, come up with hypodermic needles, won't you? I heard about Florida.
But yeah, I mean, see, Arctic was one of those people just like us all in the beginning. Like, you know, it's Terry. This was Terry. And then we started speaking to him and showing him different things, and he changed his mind. And just like we were all like that with Dawn, it's just that doesn't get a case anywhere. It's been 13 years, and it's gotten us nowhere.
Yeah.
It's gotten them nowhere.
Let me tap out real quick because I'm at my cousin's. I gotta jam back to my place. Are you guys gonna stay on? Or are you guys wrapping it up or?
No,
Probably
I'm gonna wrap.
Okay.
We'll probably wrap it up in the next 5 minutes.
All right. Well, everybody like, subscribe, Red Bull and Coffee. It's your boy Norm. You already know. I'll see you in another video with somebody doing another crime, story or whatever. But I'll catch with you guys later.
Thank you, Norman. I'm gonna call you in a little bit.
No worries.
Go
All
subscribe to the Norman Nick Show. He's working on it with us on Kyron's case. He's done
Arctic
amazing. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Make sure you subscribe to Arctic.
Oh yes. Wait, I'm not leaving yet. Are you?
Oh, okay.
I just want to say one more. I just wanted to get out there that you guys, I've been excited about this. We've been talking about it since summer, and summertime, and I cannot express enough how important this is. It doesn't matter who it's coming from, where it's coming from, who gets the PI. We need this person involved. Kyron needs this person involved. So if you feel some type of way about us, if you feel some type of way about Terry, please understand that this is not for anyone else but Kyron.
Absolutely. It's all about Kyron.
And if we were not, hey, Six Sense, if we were not serious and we did not care, like some people say, oh, it's about this, it's about that, we would not be doing this. And you know what? We will make it happen regardless. We will find a way. But we'd rather the whole community get together and be a part of this. So we will put a post up in a little bit. I got to talk to James and see how he feels about messaging Kane. And if not, then how he feels about putting it, in his thing. And then we'll put it out there. And we'll figure out the miles for Kyron, which was where you ride a bike, you walk, you run, you swim, anything you could do a mile. You got to run a mile a day. So how are we going to do that, Coffee? I forgot.
I don't remember. We'll have to sit down and get it written up.
Yeah, we'll do that. You guys, we need to get started on this right away. So I'm going to figure out the whole Cash App thing first, and then we'll get that out there.
Yeah.
Anyone else have anything else to say? No?
Well,
Just make sure you go watch that video I sent you, Red Bull, because and make sure you put a depends on before you do, because you're probably going to piss yourself.
Oh God, who made it? Why is
I did?
Oh God, I'm dying now. I gotta watch it. I saw it and I was already like, oh my gosh, but I didn't click on it. Bobby said, I agree. We don't know what really happened. Everyone turning on each other. Yeah, exactly. I saw another comment. Where was it? Oh, Vic said, wow, I have no idea what's going on with this case anymore. I'm going to have to. Vic, we have a Facebook group, Kyron Horman Investigation, New, Old, and Ignored Tips. That's the group where you can, go in there. Terry's in there as well. You can go look at people we've looked at, just a bunch of information, or you can go back and watch our videos. We have many videos breaking down a lot of this stuff. I want to get in touch soon and see how I can help. Yes, Rainy, please. We're going to definitely need your help on this. I will call me when you can. Bobby, you think this is a great idea? Thank you. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Give us a couple hours and we will have all this information up. If everyone could just do a $5 donation. Yeah, Arctic, did you hear the $2? I mean, even a $2, everybody in group. That's $6,000.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't take much for it to make a big difference. So
Exactly. Right. If we could just get everybody, and because after the 3K, that's what he's gonna work off until the $90. Until that goes away. So we're gonna have to keep raising, but at the same time, if we do that $2, everybody in the group, that's 6,000. So that gives us more time to save up. Keep adding in there because we're going to be donating to you guys, obviously. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please share this video. Let everybody know that, we're trying to get a PI for Kyron's case. We will, but join our Facebook group as well. Kyron Horman, New, Old, and Ignored Tips. And yeah. Arctic, enjoy the rest of your vacation. When do you come back?
I'm supposed to be back Thursday afternoon sometime.
Okay. So you got a day left?
Yeah, and that's if we don't stay another day. We haven't decided yet.
Ooh.
And it also depends.
Stay another day.
Yes.
When we were coming, oh my gosh, our layover flight in Dallas, that plane got delayed 3 times and they moved gates on us 3 different times.
Oh my.
Oh wow. That's insane. How long did it take you to get there? 6 Cents, it was so good to see you. I haven't talked to you in a long time. I miss you. Christina says stay one more day too. We all agree. You need to stay one more day.
We might. I mean, this suite isn't exactly the cheapest in the world, but we might
Is
if we
the
can.
business not paying for it?
They're paying for 3 days, and we're paying the rest of it out of our pocket. So
With your phone off. Yes, I agree.
Right.
He's worried about getting these videos out. Arctic, you need a break. You need to enjoy yourself, and we got this. All right, you guys. Well, I love y'all. We will keep you guys updated. Thank you
Arctic,
guys for
safe
joining.
travels.
Yes.
Always, nice talking to you. And I got to get ready for work, so I am bouncing.
All right. I love you.
Love you too.
You guys
Like,
keep-
share, subscribe. Red Bull Coffee and Crime. True Arctic Fox True Crime.
Yes.
Don't forget us.
All right, you guys. Peace and love to you all. Thank you guys so much. Rainy, I'm gonna call you in a little bit. Bobby, thank you so much for sorry about the Facebook thing. I just didn't know, that's how bad it is. You don't know who is who. Vic, thank you so much. I hope everybody can share as much as possible. Let's get this thing rolling. Let's actually, do something for Kyron instead of just posting. And this is a good thing. I have a good feeling about it. So I will see you guys. Bye, Christina. Bye, 6 Cents. I miss you. I'm gonna try to go live tomorrow. So hopefully I can catch you tomorrow. Thank you, Arctic. All right, y'all. I will see you next time.